Hello everyone, you welcome to my channel Learn and Earn Academy, and today in this video we are going to talk about Mahatma Gandhi and his role in Indian freedom struggle. Now the role of Mahatma Gandhi in Indian freedom struggle is considered the most significant, and he single-handedly spearheaded the movement for Indian independence. The peaceful and non-violent techniques of Mahatma Gandhi formed the basis of freedom struggle. So he was against any form of violence. He wanted India to get freedom with peaceful and non-violent techniques. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on 2nd of October 1869 after he came back to India from South Africa, where he worked as a barrister. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, who led the Congress party, introduced Mahatma Gandhi to the concerns of India and the struggle of the people. The Indian independence movement came to head between the year 1918 and 1922. These were the most crucial years. A series of non-violence campaigns of civil disobedience movement were launched by Indian National Congress under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. The focus was to weaken the British government through non-cooperation. The protests were mainly against abolition of salt tax, land revenue, reducing military expenditure, etc. Now let's talk about some of the historic agitations of Mahatma Gandhi, led by Mahatma Gandhi. Champaran and Kheda agitation. The Kheda Satyagraha and Champaran agitation in 1918 was one of Gandhi's first significant step to achieve Indian independence. Mahatma Gandhi went to Champaran, Bihar in 1917 at the request of the poor peasants to inquire about the situation, as they were compelled by British indigo planters to grow indigo on 15% of their land and part with the whole crop for the rent. Now this is so unfair. So after the Kheda Satyagraha, then was Champaran in Bihar in 1970. The peasants, the farmers requested Gandhiji to come and see the situation, where the Britishers, they were forcing them to grow indigo, which was quite profitable for Britishers, on 15% of their land and part with the whole crop for the rent. Now in the sufferings of devastating famine, British levied an oppressive tax which they insisted on increasing. So already the farmers were facing the problem of famine. There was no sufficient cereals and crops for the farmers to eat and consume. At the same time, Kheda in Gujarat was also experiencing the same problem. Hence, Mahatma Gandhi started reforming villages, buildings of schools, cleaning up of villages, construction of hospitals, encouraging the village leadership to denounce many social turbulences. The British police arrested him on the charge of creating unrest. However, the impact of reformation changed after this act, and hundreds of people protested and rallied outside the police stations and courts. They demanded his release, which the court unwillingly granted. Gandhiji led planned protest against all the landlords who were exploiting the poor farmers. Finally, Mahatma Gandhi became successful in forcing the British to agree with his demands for reforming the farmers. During this agitation, people addressed Mohan Chand Karamchand Gandhi as Bapu. Rabindranath Tagore accorded Mahatma title to Gandhi in the year 1920. Non-cooperation movement. The Gandhi era in the Indian freedom struggle took place with non-cooperation movement. This movement was led by Mahatma Gandhi and the Indian National Congress. This was the first ever series of nationwide movement of non-violent resistance. The movement took place from September 1920 until February 1922. So civil disobedience movement was from September 20 till February 2022. Almost 2 years. Now in the fight against injustice, Gandhi weapons were non-cooperation and peaceful resistance. So these were the two ways through which Gandhiji decided to fight the Britishers: non cooperation, and peaceful resistance. But there was a very unfortunate incident that happened, the massacre, which caused violence and focused his mind upon obtaining complete self government. This soon transformed into Swaraj, or complete political independence. Now, because of this violence which happened after the civil disobedience movement, the non cooperation movement, I'm very sorry, Gandhiji decided to withdraw non cooperation movement because he did not wanted any type of violence. Now, slowly and steadily, Gandhiji started to believe that the time is not good enough to let Indians fight against Britishers through the weapons of non-violence and peaceful demonstrations, peaceful resistance. He wanted to prepare the countrymen for fight against Britishers through ahimsa. Thus, under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, Congress party was reorganized with the new constitution with the aim of Swaraj. Mahatma Gandhi further extended his non-violence policy to include Swadeshi policy. So, Swaraj and Swadeshi, which means the rejection of foreign-made goods. Mahatma Gandhi addressed all the Indians to wear khadi, homespun cloth, instead of British-made textile. This was Swadeshi. He strongly appealed to all Indians to spend some time spinning khadi for supporting the Indian independence movement. This was a policy to include women in the movement, as this was not considered a respectable activity. Moreover, Gandhiji also urged to boycott the British educational institutions, to resign from government jobs, and to leave British titles. Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore resigned the title of Knight from British soon after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre as the protest. Now, when the movement reached great success, it ended unexpectedly after the violent clash in Chauri Chaura, Uttar Pradesh. This is what I was talking about. Following this, Mahatma Gandhi was also arrested and sentenced to 6 years of imprisonment. Indian National Congress was divided into two segments. Furthermore, support among the Hindu and Muslim people was also breaking down. However, Mahatma Gandhi only served around 2 years and was released. Dandi March. Now, Mahatma Gandhi returned to the forefront again in 1928. On March 12, 1930, Gandhiji launched a new satyagraha against the tax on the salt which the Britishers had imposed. He started the historic Dandi March by walking from Ahmedabad to Dandi to break the law that had deprived the poor of his right to make his own salt. Gandhi broke the salt law at the beach at Dandi. This movement stimulated the entire nation and it became to be known as Civil Disobedience Movement. On 8th May 1933, he started a 21-day fast of self-purification in order to help the Harijan movement. This is where Gandhiji emerged as a great leader who led India towards independence through non-violence. Quit India movement. Now, Mahatma Gandhi again became active in the political arena after the outburst of Second World War in 1939. On August 1942, Gandhi gave the call for Quit India movement or Bharat Chodo Andolan. Soon after the arrest of Gandhiji, disorders broke out immediately throughout the country and many violent demonstrations took place. Quit India became the most powerful movement in the freedom struggle. Thousands of freedom fighters were killed or injured by police gunfire and hundreds and thousands were arrested. He called on all the congressmen and Indians to make discipline via non-violence and Karo Ya Maro, do or die, in order to achieve ultimate freedom. On 9th August 1942, Mahatma Gandhi and the entire Congress Working Committee were arrested in Mumbai. In view of his deteriorating health, he was released from jail in May 1944 because the British did not want him to die in prison and enraged the nation. The cruel restraint of the Quit India movement brought order to India by the end of 1943, although the movement had modest success in its aim. Now, after the British gave clear signs of transferring powers to Indians, Gandhiji called off the fight and all the prisoners were also released. Now, partition and Indian independence. In 1946, upon the persuasion of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Mahatma Gandhi reluctantly accepted the proposal of partition and independence offered by British cabinet in order to evade a civil war. After independence, Gandhiji's focus shifted to peace and communal harmony. He fasted for abolition of communal violence and demanded the Partition Council compensated Pakistan. His demands were fulfilled and he broke his fast. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was thus able to bring the whole nation under one umbrella to fight against the Britishers. He developed and improved his techniques gradually to assure that his efforts made significant impact. And this is what a great leader does. Great leader learns from his mistakes and improves every time when he goes out in the public. And this is what Gandhiji did. From the initial non-cooperation movement to Quit India movement, there was a significant improvement in the techniques in the way Gandhiji led mass mobilization. He understood the pulse of the people. He knew what kind of protest, how to fight a particular injustice with the help of people so that it resonates among the masses and creates a great social movement. And this is one of the important reasons why he has been considered as the father of this nation. Thank you.